Good evening, I'm Matt Woodman. This is CTV News at 5. Tonight, what's in it for workers? Details of a deal affecting thousands of Alberta public sector employees. Staying off socials, the growing movement to keep smartphones out of the hands of young children. And strong arm of the law, an Alberta police constable named Canada's strongest man.
CTV Edmonton, local breaking news with Matt Woodman.
Thousands of public sector workers who are on the brink of striking are instead getting a pay raise. After more than a year of bargaining with the government, AUPE members voted to approve a new collective agreement. CTV's Jeremy Thompson has more on the deal and what it could mean for teachers who are also looking to finalize a new agreement.
An air of relief at AUPE HQ. After a year and a half of bargaining, the union has reached a deal with the provincial government, narrowly avoiding a strike.
Before 4:30 yesterday, we didn't know whether that would be the case. This could be a very different press conference.
The agreement includes a 12% raise over 4 years for the 24,000 members who work in government services, administrators, social workers, sheriffs, prison guards, court clerks, firefighters, and more. Finance Minister Nate Horner says the agreement balances competitive compensation with long-term stability for both employees and the public service.
We do believe that they make the province run every single day and make sure people are healthy and safe in whatever role they play.
While the flat raise applies to everyone, President Guy Smith says about 70% of workers will get an extra pay bump, recognizing accomplishments like years of service or dangerous jobs like fighting wildfires.
A good size of our membership are making over 20% over 4 years, some even higher than that.
One labor relations professor says it's good news for Alberta teachers currently at their own bargaining impasse.
It does mean there is more money on the table and that the government is prepared to spend it, just not on core wage increases.
An ATA spokesperson tells CTV the latest proposal from the province offered raises teachers have already turned down, and no further meetings are on the schedule. While AUPE leadership is glad to reach a settlement, they say it's likely not enough to fully address the rising cost of living.
$500 to $700 rent increases, their insurance has gone up, their utilities have gone up, and they're using the food bank.
The new agreement lasts until spring 2028. The team is already preparing for the next round of bargaining. Jeremy Thompson, CTV News, Edmonton.
Police have charged a man and are looking for another following a fire that destroyed an elementary school playground. The July fire severely damaged the St. Pius X playground. It's still closed. Police determined the fire was arson. 20-year-old Raiden Bigstone is facing an arson charge. Police are also looking for 20-year-old Darius Bigstone. They've issued a province-wide warrant for his arrest. Anyone with information is asked to contact police or Crime Stoppers. Police are looking for tips related to a suspicious death of a senior in Old Strathcona. Police say last Saturday, officers found a man in medical distress in a backyard near 104th Street and 85th Avenue. The 82-year-old was taken to hospital and died of his injuries. Police say while an autopsy was done this week, more testing is needed to determine how he died. Police believe the man was last seen walking in the alley west of 104th Street between 85th and 86th Avenues around 6 o'clock Saturday morning. Construction on dozens of permanent supportive veterans' homes is underway in northwest Edmonton. Officials held a groundbreaking and Indigenous blessing on the site in the Athlon neighborhood today. It will be the first site in Alberta run by the organization Veterans House Canada. It currently has one other location in Ottawa. The goal is to have Edmonton veterans moving in before the winter of 2026. The organization's executive director says while veterans make up about 1% of the country's population, they account for about 5% of the homeless population.
Veterans have served our country, and not everybody has a smooth transition out of military life. And we're here to help pick them up and to get them back on their proper path to where they can succeed in their future lives and what their hopes and dreams are. But without those supports, it's very challenging out there.
Once it's completed, the building will have 40 studio units. Veterans House Canada will provide rent supplements. Kingsway Mall is looking for people to fill jobs at its shops. The mall held a retailer job fair in partnership with Prospect Human Services. Prospect is a charity that helps people who may face barriers while finding a job. They include teenagers, veterans, and people with disabilities. It provides a range of services to help people build their skills and access opportunities. Organizers say they expect the fair to be busy.
Everybody's looking for a job. It's hard today. There's a lot more job seekers looking for work. It's the end of summer season, so a lot of people returning to school, and a lot of people, older workers are looking to try and fill those opportunities because they've been unemployed for a while.
Prospect says its goal is connecting job seekers with employers that are actively hiring. A parental support group is growing in Alberta. It encourages parents to pledge not to give their kids access to smartphones until they're teenagers. The group says the effects of social media are having a detrimental effect on children. CTV's Connor Hogg has more.
I look at it as mostly a mental health initiative.
Kirsten Sweet is spreading the word about Unplugged. The St. Albert chapter of the parental advocacy group started last year. It's now expanding province-wide, trying to delay the use of smartphones.
Encouraging parents across the country to wait until at least 14 before giving their child their first smartphone by signing an online pledge.
Unplugged is asking for parents to commit to delaying the technology and calling for legislation raising the minimum age for social media use to 16. It also wants to see privacy rules so companies can't monitor the data of underage users.
Having young children on social media is not a healthy step for them. We want kids learning how to use tech responsibly at age-appropriate times.
When you're 16, everyone's got it, so you want to be a part of that group.
There's pros and cons, I think, depends on your family situation.
What if something went wrong? It should be able to contact, right? Yeah.
Students we spoke to say kids need phones to be able to contact parents and each other. They also agree that social media has affected the way they grew up.
I'm definitely on my phone a lot more.
TikTok and stuff, short form content, It's people are kind of getting addicted to that, right? It's almost like a drug, like the dopamine.
I know how I feel after being on my phone, and I don't like it, so I can't imagine giving it to my kid with all these weird feelings on social media.
North Vancouver MP Patrick Weiler is supporting Unplugged. In a statement to CTV News, he says other countries have moved to restrict social media use for kids. Weiler says a balance must be struck between kids' online literacy and their own safety. As for Sweet's own kids, they think a little less time on a phone isn't a bad thing.
They say, I don't want to spend, my life on a phone or on a screen. There's a right place and a right time for that, but there needs to be some balance. Apps are designed to engage the user and keep them on as long as possible.
Nova Scotia has introduced legislation that would instill a social media minimum age. Unplugged wants to see other provinces and the feds follow suit. Connor Hogg, CTV News, Edmonton.
A van parked in West Edmonton this afternoon was providing a free medical service for men. The Man Van, as it's called, travels across Alberta and checks men aged 40 to 70 for signs of prostate cancer. Volunteers use a simple blood test, no need to drop your drawers. Prostate cancer has very few symptoms and is more treatable if it's caught in its early stages. September is Prostate Cancer Awareness Month, and volunteers hope more men will take advantage of this free service.
The healthcare system in Alberta is in a bit of a strained situation these days, and to be able to walk up to a van like this in a parking lot and have a very complimentary and serious test undertaken and give up 15 minutes of your time, it's phenomenal.
The Man Van will make another stop in our city on Saturday outside of IKEA. It will be there between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m.
You're watching CTV News at 5.
Beautiful shot of the city there, Josh. Of course, that skyline has looked a lot different over the past few days. All that smoke out there.
Yeah, and especially this morning, we were in a high-risk range on the Air Quality Health Index, but it is low this afternoon, as expected. We talked about this yesterday, that conditions would improve through the afternoon. And look at that blue sky. River Valley Sky Camps brought to you by Action Furnace. Action Furnace, fixed right or it's free. It's 19 degrees right now. I think we'll get to 20 for a high before it's all said and done. 16 in Fort McMurray, low 20s there, Grand Prairie, Peace River, and about 18 in Red Deer. A little bit of thin cloud cover here in northeastern Alberta and through the southwestern corner of the province, but almost everybody was dealing with fairly sunny skies through the day today. There's no longer an air quality warning for anywhere in the province, but we do have some air quality advisories for western and northwestern parts of the province. That's a step down from a warning. I think it's going to be a little hazy, nothing ridiculous though, in through the Jasper regions, and then Grand Prairie Peace River, Saturday into Sunday, you're probably dealing with some thicker smoke. You can see on Futurecast, there's really nothing going on for cloud cover across the province until we get to Saturday. A few thin clouds start to slide through, but no precipitation expected. Not until maybe middle of next week, Tuesday night or into Wednesday. Here's the cooler air in the oranges. You'll notice on this map, not a lot of red, but watch that warmer air slide in from the west over the next couple of days. Really starting to heat up there into Saturday, late Saturday and into Sunday. So I've got 25s, 26s in the forecast. I mean, really anywhere between about 24 and 28 for daytime highs Saturday, Sunday. So it's a chance that we're even warmer than what you'll see in your 5-day in a moment. 2 degrees in Fort McMurray tomorrow morning, 3 in Red Deer as well as Jasper. Could see some patchy frost in parts of central and north central Alberta. I think in town, you're probably dealing with temperatures above the freezing mark, but certainly in the city of Edmonton. But low-lying areas, frost-prone regions through central and north central Alberta, maybe a touch of patchy frost tomorrow morning. 21 in Fort McMurray tomorrow afternoon. Bit of cloud cover there, but across the northwest, it'll be nothing but sunshine. Mid-20s in Grand Prairie Peace River, close to 30 in Jasper, and highs near 20 for Coronation, Red Deer, Lloydminster at about 18 or 19 for a daytime high. Calm wind and clear skies through this evening and overnight tonight. There's tomorrow morning at about 7 or 8 degrees to start. So a chilly start to the day in the city. And outside the city, you're probably in the 3 or 4 degree range. We'll get to about 22 or 23 for a high tomorrow afternoon. So back a couple of degrees above average. You'll notice the average daytime high is now 19 degrees. 25s, 26s here for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, although as we just said a moment ago, could even be closer to 27 or 28, especially Sunday, Monday. There's your chance of some scattered showers Tuesday evening, but that does not usher in a cool down as temperatures look like they'll stay in the mid-20s through the middle to the end of next week. So a cool day today, well, I won't call it chilly. We'll call it a crisp start to tomorrow, but a warming trend is just around the corner.
A man in Edmonton recently earned the title of strongest man in Canada. When he's not training or competing, he's protecting the community. CTV's Amanda Anderson explains.
From an early age, Tristan Hoth was inspired by some of the strongman competitors he saw on TV.
It was always something that, myself and my dad and my brother would always try and watch together.
After years of hard work, Hoth is not only one of them, he now has the title of Canada's strongest man in 2025.
The amount of work I've put in it's been 8 years of competing, and to hold this title for 2025, I was like, I'm the first Western athlete in the strongman circuit history in Canada to ever win.
The title and trophy were earned through 6 events at the national show in late August.
So I scored 74.5 out of a total possible 78 points.
You gotta turn it on now.
This, the toughest event, one Hoth says no one finished. They had to pull a 35,000-pound dump truck loaded with concrete blocks to the finish line.
And then I pulled, I think it was a 70 or 60-foot course, and I pulled 56 feet. So shy by about 4 feet.
He was 12 points ahead going into the last challenge. He crushed it, becoming only the 5th or 6th person to finish in the event's history.
Being one of those top guys ever to finish the stone run, cement myself in history, I had so many emotions going through my body and myself at that point. It was unbelievably, I was just so happy for it.
When Hoth isn't in the gym, he's out protecting people in southeast Edmonton as a police officer.
Training's helped because I'm a large individual now and I command presence when I come into a room, and it's very obvious at a lot of places that, as soon as I walk in, people pay attention. Yeah, there's been quite a few requests for me to be on different squads. And
Hoth not only hopes to stand on the podium at an elite world competition in the future, but hopes to keep his national title as long as possible.
I'm excited to defend it next year.
Amanda Anderson, CTV News, Edmonton.
The world's best farriers are in Alberta this week, hammering it out in the Blacksmith World Championships. 65 competitors from around the world are testing their skills in Calgary. The championship pits farriers against the clock in events like trimming, shoeing, and forge welding. On Sunday, the winner takes home $75,000 in prize money. Organizers say the competition isn't just about strength, it also involves precision, artistry, and keeping a centuries-old craft alive.
If you've never seen it before, and you see a horse getting shod with a straight piece of steel, they'll manipulate it, they'll section it, they'll bend it, they'll put the holes in it. Come see, come smell it, come listen to it, come smell it. It's tradition. It's been going on for 1,000 years. It's been going on a long time.
The Blacksmith World Championships run until Sunday in Calgary at Spruce Meadows. And that's our show. Thanks for watching. I'm Matt Woodman. Have a great night.